My name's Laurie Sigillito. I own FASTSIGNS in Durango, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Well, this is my very first time to come, and I really just got into digital signage without really having a specific plan. Things just kind of happened, and I just felt like if I'm going to take and grow my business, it really makes sense for me to be here and really understand where the technology's going, who's the players, kind of what are the solutions going to be. Well, FASTSIGNS in general is a franchise. It's a sign and graphic solution company, and historically we've always been known as more of a typical sign shop. But we've really, over the last few years, have been moving past that, kind of moving up the value chain and realizing that what we're really providing customers is a visual communication solution, which digital signage really fits in, and it really takes you beyond that simple banner or that coroplast sign. And we do things all the time for restaurants, but now restaurants need to have digital menu boards and so forth. But I'm a little unique in the franchise in that I started more of a digital out-of-home network using and I had no clue that's what I was doing until I just came to this conference and realized there was a name for it. But we had an opportunity. We have a regional airport in Durango, and I understood that they were having issues with their current advertising concession person that was Clear Channel at the time, the incumbent. And so I talked to them about what it would take for me to get in and win that business, and I convinced them that it might be worth them looking local, and went up against Clear Channel and beat them to win the advertising concession at the Durango airport. So that was huge for us, very exciting. And it was really good because I am a local business in Durango, and so I really care about Durango and all the other businesses. And really the Clear Channel business model, it was really more bringing in national accounts or maybe even regional accounts. But our business plan was to try to make it so that really the airport, when people left that airport or were leaving from being in Durango, said this was an awesome experience. Outdoors, I don't know if you know about Durango or not, but it's really beautiful. It's outdoors, whitewater rafting, fly fishing, all kinds of beautiful, fun things to do. And then when they were leaving, we really wanted to say, come back. I need to come back. I need to come this spring, or I need to come in the winter, or I need to be able to buy a second home here, or maybe I can move my business here that I'm just starting because it's a great lifestyle. So we really wanted to create that feeling when people left, and so it became an economic development tool, really. And we integrated, static murals all on the walls with digital signage integrated in. So one of the examples was what we call our home living walls. When people are going through the TSA line, just kind of waiting there doing nothing, we created a wall mural that looks like it's a living room. And then mounted in the fireplace, above the fireplace, is a video display. And so we will sell advertising there to anybody that has anything to do with home living walls, or for the home. So a mortgage company, or a landscaping company, or an insurance company that are all in Durango but normally would not be at the airport. And so we just found a unique way to be able to integrate digital signage with static signage, and that's what I was presenting about, is how we did that and accomplished that. We are doing everything, yes. So we sell the advertising, we create the content, we manage the content, we provide reports to everybody, we continue to sell it, and we're trying to, and since then we've gotten the opportunity to work an opportunity at a welcome center that we're just opening downtown. So now we're trying to take that welcome center and add it to what we have at the airport and have something that goes throughout all the town. And there's a visitor center, a welcome center, and the airport, so that all the advertising looks the same, has the same kind of feel, and really brings that audience together. Yeah, we'd laugh about it a lot, because initially when I was going to try to go up against Clear Channel and win this opportunity, they're like, this is not our business model, I'm not sure you should really do that. And I just felt like we had such a great value proposition coming from a local perspective, providing, because FASTSIGNS works with Scala and NEC and other big providers, I had behind me, not just being a local company, but having some great partners to be able to say, I can compete technically with these big companies. Just being a little small, I was a three-person shop at the time, we've now doubled to about 6 people, but so we, having that FASTSIGNS franchise behind us has really helped me. It helped me win that opportunity for sure, and then adding in that value add of being able to have the touch and feel of the local customer base has really helped. And that's what I've really learned about being here, is because I had no idea that I was creating a digital out-of-home network. So then it grew from there, because the city thought it was really interesting what I was doing and decided, maybe we could make some money for our Parks and Rec if we put a digital sign in the Parks and Rec. And we could also put one in at Chapman Hill And so now I have one at the ice skating rink, and I have one at two at the rec center. And so now I have also a network that is just for the local base. So if you're a dentist or somebody that really are a school that wants to go after the younger kids or the families, we have a way of doing that. And it's been really fun because now we can go to events, because Durango's really has probably 160 events throughout the year. From anything from the beer fest to the coffee, experience to the wine experience. But we can now, if we're working with a advertiser who'd normally come to us for banners, or directional signage, we can say, we can also put you up at the airport for these 2 weeks in the visitor center and at the Parks and Rec and at here, and just the value we can bring and keep just for Durango. It's really it's really fun. Well, now the challenge is, and that's what I'm learning from being here, is going to listen to, I went to a session today, and I really see the value of DSE, is how do you go from regional to national to local to what they call hyper-local, which is what I would consider us now that I know that terminology. And there's this really confusion between the agencies and the networks, the people who have the networks, and how do you bridge that gap. So before, I think all the agencies, advertising agencies, would be able to have a pick. They would know all the networks they could go on. But now there's all these little out-of-home networks that are being created, and it's hard for them to figure out what the value is, and it's hard for these little networks to figure out what is my value that I would bring these bigger companies. And I think it'll be interesting to see over the years how that chasm, process. There is definitely animosity building almost between the two. More on the network side, these people who think their network they've built is the most wonderful thing, but they can't get somebody in the agency, I guess, to appreciate it or understand it or pay for it. And then I want to figure out, how do I take this to other little destination towns and duplicate that? How can I create? Because we're adding interactive now, we're adding, we have the big video bank, we're going to try to put in some of the Christie tile stuff, but we're trying to make it look really cool and unique, but still we have a hometown feeling. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's what I'd like to try to figure out, how do I take that and duplicate that. There's about 3 other businesses, other Fast Signs franchisees who are here, and Fast Signs headquarters is here as well. Yeah. Thanks. I went from knowing nothing to, because I had only had my sign shop for 4 months when because I had been in the software industry for a long period of time, and then it was sold, my company was sold, and I was trying, what am I going to do in Durango? And so I decided to open up a sign business because I thought it's going to be here to stay. I can do something like that here. And then this airport opportunity opened up. And so I was only 4 months old. I only had 3 employees. We hardly knew how to build a sign. But I had that technology background, so I felt comfortable we could do the digital piece of it. And so it's just really grown. Hi, I'm Laurie Sigillito with Fast Signs of Durango, and I'm here at the DSE conference, and I want to tell you to get signed up, sign on, and it's all here.